Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So pretty much today, you may be able to call it like a how-to video, but I'm not calling this a how-to video. More so just pretty much, your average DIY. We're doing a little bit of body work on the SC300 today. First off, before we go any further, I have no idea what I'm doing. This is literally like my first time tackling the job like this. It shouldn't be too hard, but at the end of the day, I have no idea what I'm doing. Got a lot of advice from a couple homies. Shout out to everybody who've been trying to walk me through the process. But as far as me myself, I never have done anything like this. And we're just gonna be pretty much molding the Duckbill spoiler onto the SC300. I do, however, want to mold the Widebody on too, so that's why I'm actually starting with the Duckbill spoiler, because it's a smaller type project. And if I actually mess this up, I could just scratch it and throw my spare trunk on the car and just go about my business with it. But I have a little bit of faith that it should come out pretty good. So that's pretty much what this video is about. The spoiler is already mounted onto the car, and I do have the adhesive already on there from like 3 days ago, and it's actually bolted down to the car. The reason why I did it the way I'm doing it now is just because it was more so like a time crunch thing, because I kind of figured the weather was going to take a turn for the worse, but I didn't know it was going to rain and snow in some parts of Maryland. But it's all cool, it's all good, because that 3M adhesive should already just be completely bonded to the SC, so we could go ahead and take the bolts out today, and we could try to start sanding the Duckbill spoiler down, because we have to pretty much scuff the top surface of the actual spoiler off, so that way the fiberglass will stick to it and the bonder will stick to it, and the wrap will actually stick to the spoiler really good, so we have a good bond on everything. The actual adhesive I used was this. It's actually a panel. It's called panel bonding and adhesive. If you can see right there, that's the actual number on it. I actually ordered this off Amazon. It does. It actually comes with a long tip, and it's pretty much what happens is inside the tip. All right, so it actually comes with a mixing tip. So what happens is, you squeeze these two tabs, twist it, stick this on, tighten it up, and what happens is it have this gun. You sit in the gun. It's pretty much like using any type of putty and stuff like that. So, but this is like a special gun, so you do have to actually order this special type gun, because it has the two, and you see 1, 2, and the 2, 1, 2. These are the bonding products, I guess. So yeah, what happens is once you squeeze on it, the two different parts of the bonding product actually goes into the tip and mixes in the tip. So this is pretty much like a one-time use only. You can use it multiple times in the same day, but if you go to use it, like if I was to use it today, I might not be able to use it tomorrow, just because the tip would most likely be like, it'll be all dried up inside the tip for real. So they do sell tips by themselves, so if you're wondering if you could get extra tips, you could buy this by itself, and you could purchase this by itself, or you could purchase it all together like I did. I can show you the bundle I have. Evercoat lightweight filler. And if you follow the video, you'll see the process of which goes on which first. And then this is the hardener for real. So it all came together. Then this right here, short strand fiberglass. I was told to get the short strand because it's easier to work with, and I guess it's like less sanding you have to do with this, and I guess this is the hardener with that. So I'm not sure if these are the same hardeners, so I'm gonna make sure I keep them separate and I don't mix them up. Then we have some plastic spreaders, and last but not least, this right here is glazed spotting putty. So what happens is, after you did your fiberglass and then your bondo, sanding everything down, you actually put a nice thin layer of this on, so that way it will pretty much fill up all the scuff marks and everything that you did on your bondo, and it have a clean, smooth finish. I would say this is a real big must, just because if you're gonna go get your car painted or vinyl wrap, you will see the scuffs through the paint and or the vinyl wrap. I mean, if you have a vinyl wrap with a different crazy like design, you may not see it, but this, I got like 5 packs of these for like $20. So like, why not just spend the extra money if you're gonna do all this work? You might as well just make it look as neat as possible. And I'm counting on this. I'm counting on this to actually help me out as far as with my finish. Even though I'm vinyl wrapping it, I still want I still want it to be like a clean, nice, even though there's gonna be a lot of putty on it, a clean, nice surface for real without my vinyl wrap on. Alright guys, so that's pretty much the products I'm using. We can get out here and get this thing going. And these tape pieces right here was actually from when I had the NRG spoiler, that real big spoiler on here. Right, you must be saying to yourself right now, Grizzly, what did you just start? What did you get yourself into with the 1,000,001 bolts? Stay tuned. So I sanded the trunk down with it's going to make contact with the spoiler, and then underneath on the other side of the spoiler, it was like a small lip, so you want to sand that down real flat, have everything flat so it sits flat. I know that's a lot of times I said flat. It's the best I can explain it right now. So we could go ahead and start taking these bolts out, and I'm 100% sure this stuff is actually sticking, so don't have to worry about it raising up. So we should be good to go. I'm trying to get my... Alright guys, so they're pretty much sturdy. That's just my trunk moving itself. The whole trunk is moving. Locked down pretty tight. Like I said, the adhesive says 24 hours. We did it for like 3 days, so it's perfect, right? Alright, so that's pretty much what we have. I do got a washer. I just put like one more layer of body filler on it, just a Bondo, lightweight Bondo. So I did get a crack here, and this lifted up some, but I think it's because the duckbill spoiler was actually hitting right here. It's not, it's there now, but it's not like pressing down on it hard, because if you see, you can see a little bit of light right there. I shaved it down. I never really noticed it until about 2 days ago when this actually got the little crack in it. So I just sanded it all the way down, put another little layer or two on there, Bondo, and it's good now. Now when I close the trunk, it doesn't hit on the wide body. I had this little strip. This strip actually keeps water out the trunk a lot until I mowed it. But yeah, that's how we have it. Came out pretty good. I did have to fix like this part, but it's pretty good. Like I said, really didn't expect the best of the best out of it. But as you see, it did come out pretty decent for it to be my first time ever using body filler and Bondo. So I'm gonna go ahead, left my bucket in the house. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna actually clean the trunk off with like dish detergent, because the dish detergent help pull the dirt, the oil, and all that stuff out the paint. And then I'm gonna actually wipe it down with this stuff, the wax and tar remover. Got that from like I think like AutoZone or something. Wipe it down with the wax and tar remover, and then we go ahead and start wrapping it. I got a little bit of body feel stuck here, but we should be good to go.